Hi, Scott Windle here, and I've noticed a few more properties reducing their asking prices recently. So I just felt it was a good opportunity just to jump on, just to talk to you about how I review properties which have either been on the market with me, or perhaps I've been asked out by somebody else who's on the market with another agent and are thinking of changing or looking at their options. And ultimately, us as estate agents, we want to make sure that we're achieving the best possible price for you. Now, it might be that you've done everything you possibly can, you and the agent, and the last resort is bringing the price down. But there are a few things that you can do before reducing that price, just to make sure that you're maximising the value, the price, but obviously also appealing to as many people as what you can. So the way in which I review a property is very simple. I use something called the 3 Ps. Now, the 3 Ps stand for presentation, promotion and pricing. So presentation is a combination of you, the seller, how have you got the property presented, but also how have I or the agent got the property presented in terms of the advertising. So firstly with you, what's the feedback been like from viewings or from inquiries? Is there something that keeps putting buyers off time and time again? Would it benefit from a fresh lick of paint here and there? Are there odd jobs that you've kept putting off, but perhaps those odd jobs are also putting buyers off? So would it be worth getting these things done? Because if you do, it might mean that you appeal to more buyers, and ultimately you then don't have to bring that price down. But then the agent, how they got it presented, have a look at the photos. Are they good quality photos? Are there lots of them? Would you go and view your own property? Would it tempt you in to go and have a look at it? Because if not, then you've got to be asking, is it worth updating those photos before you reduce the price? Make sure you've got a blue sky in the background. If you've got Christmas decorations in there, make sure obviously, the agent comes back out and updates those photos now, because it can age the property. Things like that are real simple fixes that might mean that the property then appeals to different buyers, so you might not have to then bring that price down. Is there a floor plan? Now, some agents still don't use floor plans, and there's a lot of buyers who won't even go and view a property unless it's got a floor plan. So simple things. If you haven't got one, speak to your agent. Why haven't you got one? Because by adding one, it might then just mean that you start getting more people interested in looking at your property. Therefore, you might not need to bring the price down. Video, so important in this day and age. A lot of buyers want to see a good video before they even go and view a property. So if you haven't got one, again, why not get one done? These are all simple things that you can be doing prior to having to reduce that price. Make sure that that's the last resort. Now, moving on to promotion. Where is the property being advertised? Now, a lot of buyers look online. Rightmove is by far the most popular website, but is it on the likes of Zoopla as well? If it's not, you could be missing out on people. So make sure that your agent is using more than just Rightmove. Secondly, social media, so important. So many people look at social media nowadays, including for property. So with me, I use Facebook, I use Instagram. Make sure that the agent that you have the property on the market with is maximising the exposure for you, because you could be missing out on people. So these are all simple things that you could be doing prior to reducing the price. Make sure that that is the last resort. Now, if you've done all of that and it still hasn't helped, you still haven't got a buyer, it might mean that you have to look at that price reduction. Now, if that is the option, make sure that you talk to the agent or talk to me about what price bracket to make sure the property falls in, because it's so important. In the past, psychologically, a lot of estate agents or a lot of sellers have thought pricing their property at 199,950 is the best thing to do. Now, in my opinion, rather than going down that route, price it at 200 as an example. The reason I say that is because you then appeal to people and are seen by people who look up to 200. But you also come into searches from people who are looking from 200 as well. So again, you're going to get more people looking at your property. If you price it at 199,950, you're not going to get seen by anybody looking from 200. So talk to your agent, talk to me about where to pitch the pricing, because I can't stress to you enough, it's so important to make sure that you get that right. So I hope you found that helpful. Like I said, there's been a few more properties which I've seen reduce in price recently, so I just felt it was a good opportunity to come on and talk to you about how I review properties before bringing that price down. So hope you found it useful and helpful. Any queries or questions, let me know. I'd love to help. I'm always here. But that's me for now. Thanks for listening, and bye for now. Until next time.